Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to another cozy journaling video. This is going to be the first video of a series called Journal with Gray, which is essentially going to be just a really chill journal with me session where I fill out some pages in my journal and I chat with you guys over voiceover about them while I'm filling them out. And not only do I think this will be a fun way for us to just kind of hang out together, journal together, and, just relax with some stationery, but I also think it will be a cool opportunity to give you guys more of a inside peek at how I use my journal on a more daily basis and what I like to do day to day to keep up my practice, fill out my journal, and just kind of go into the process behind the spreads instead of always sharing those completed spreads at the end of the month or at the end of the week. And just really diving into how they came to be. So in today's session, I thought I would start it off with a couple things. I'm going to be filling out my monthly calendar for April and decorating it a bit. I'm also going to be filling out some of my daily log spreads for the month of April as well. And then at the very end, I thought I would do a silent flip through of my March pages so that you could see all the pages now that they are complete and the month of March is over. No kidding. Today I'm recording this voiceover on April 18th. So if you didn't know March was over, now you know. I'm glad it's not too late because April's almost over now, but I digress. So I hope you enjoy this format. Let me know if you enjoy these voiceovers, and I'll still be doing some more kind of in-person chatting videos for certain topics, but I find for journaling, it's a little easier to just record them this way and to use this format. So today I thought for today's video, since this is the first one in the series, and this is a new journal. I set this A6 Stylogy up at about the midpoint in March, so it's been probably a little over a month in this guy. And because it's a new notebook, I thought I would talk briefly about what I'm doing, as well as just kind of dive into how I've been finding journaling in this notebook consistently, because one of the main things that has pleasantly surprised me so much is how easy it is to be consistent in this notebook and how much fun I've been able to have while still kind of following a bit of a pattern and a routine. So first, let me jump into what I'm doing right now, and then I'll talk a little bit about that. So first up, what the heck am I doing? Right now I am decorating and filling out my monthly pages. It's about the midpoint in April, as I mentioned previously, which means that most of the month has gone by. We're on the 3rd out of the 4th week, I believe. So when filling out my monthly pages, I am trying not to decorate them until later in the month when, I kind of know what stuff I have filled out, and that allows me to decorate in areas that are going to stay blank, and I'm not potentially putting a sticker somewhere that I might want to write something in, like an appointment or a birthday or something like that. So I'm mainly keeping my decorating to the top half of this spread just because the kind of week of the 20th hasn't happened yet. So I do want to leave that area reserved for any writing. But what I'm doing here is I'm updating my calendar with any events that happened, so almost memory keeping and writing down what happened in the month versus writing something that is coming up, which is something I also use this calendar for. And then I'm also laying down just some stickers to have some fun in my journal. Some of them I use more functionally, like these dot stickers from Sweatelier. Those I use to mark down my paydays, which are very important for, financial reasons. But the things like the smiley face sticker and the butterfly are very decorative. And then sometimes I'll use stickers like the star sticker here to note down a special event or something fun that day. You could always just write it down, but I thought the star sticker would be a little better of a way to point it out. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, and then also using some stickers to add a bit of decoration. And I've been having a lot of fun using this kind of spread at the beginning of my journal, my monthly calendars, to get a little creative, have some fun with stickers and arranging my stickers in this monthly layout. And it's been a really nice kind of monthly ritual that I like to do, and I'm not doing it here today, but it's also been really fun to be able to use this section to record different books and movies I've been watching over the month and have a section to record those monthly memories. So that is all I'm doing in my monthly calendar for now. I'll probably come back at the end of April and add in those final events that happened in the month, and then go ahead and add my stickers, add the books I read, the TV shows and movies I watched that were my favorites, as well as write down a bit of a summary for the month. But for now, we're going to leave it as is because, again, I just want to leave space in case I do have anything come up at the end of the month so I can journal about that. But here what I am doing is I am going in and adding stickers, photos, ephemera, and journal entries to my daily logs, which are all different ways I like to kind of add to the spreads in a creative and decorative way that also adds more to the entry. So here I am making one of my journal entries, and I kind of have created a pattern that I really like to use for this sort of thing. It's not complicated at all, but pretty much what I like to do is, for my daily logs, I don't add any decoration, journaling, ephemera, photos until after I've completed the entry for the day. I like to do this because I want to make sure that I have the room in my daily log to add the information I need to, so I have that space and freedom to do that. But once the day is done and I don't have anything else to add, that's where I like to kind of layer on things to add either some decoration or also just add some context and information to the day. So one example of that is the journal entry I'm adding here. I believe this was an entry about the weather, and I was talking about how it was really warm that week, which is kind of sad because now it's cold again, but it was really warm for the week of April here in Canada. And for those kind of journal entries, all I do is write the entry and enclose it in a box made out of pencil, and that is all I do for the spread, but it works really well, and I like the kind of addition to the day that it adds. You know, not every day I want to journal and write about it, but for those days where you're feeling some type of way and you want to just add your thoughts and feelings on what happened, it's really nice to just kind of have that section at the bottom of your daily log to add that, so you have that to look back on. So that is one kind of way that I like to add to my daily logs. In fact, I think I show a couple different methods in this journal session. What I'm doing right now is actually adding this pamphlet that came with a notebook cover to the back of my notebook. This is the commonplace section where essentially I include like other notes and memories that may not fit in the daily log. Admittedly, this section has kind of turned into a bit of like a food journal because I will glue and stick different labels from different food that I've tried. For example, Toroni Nutella Biscotti. If you live in Toronto, you may be aware. It's pretty good. It's a Nutella-filled biscotti. 10 out of 10 recommend if you are in the Toronto area and have tried it. But yeah, I kind of like to add different stickers, photos, food labels over there that just don't fit in my daily logs. And when I can, though, I do try to stick stuff on the day just so I have that point of, I guess, reference. And that's what I'm doing here. I am gluing a receipt from a grocery store into the entry where it happened. Receipts are the kind of thing that you get almost everywhere, and I found that they're a really fun thing to just save and stick in your journal. I don't know about you, but I really love the utilitarian look of receipts, and I think because I like the look of them so much, I do enjoy pasting them in my journal. Also, they don't bulk up your pages very much, which is a problem I've been having lately because I have been enjoying putting photos in my journal from my new printer, which is the Canon Selfie. It prints like normal 4x6 photos, but you know, that paper is a little thicker than receipt paper, so it does tend to bulk up a bit more. But yeah, just sticking receipts in here, and then I'm showing you here, but I'm not actually putting it in. I do want to add a photo to my journal, but I am actually out of the washi tape that I normally use, so I'm gonna have to save that one for a later journaling session. So I've added a receipt, and now I'm going to add probably one of the last types of things I've been enjoying putting in my daily logs, and that is just some simple decoration for honestly fun, creativity, just having fun in my journal, pretty much all of those things. And I like to pull stickers from a couple different places. I really love this floral print PET tape from the artist Peon. I also really like these smiley face stickers that I got from Amazon, and I'm thinking of also incorporating bird stamps into here, but I'm not sure yet. I like kind of having just a couple things that I can choose from. It gives me enough freedom to have fun in my journal, but also keeps things simplified enough that I don't get overwhelmed or lost. And that is, I think, the final spread that I set up in my journal for April. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and flip through my pages for March. So I hope you enjoyed journaling with me today. I hope you enjoy this flip through, and I will see you guys in another journaling session. Until then, I hope you all are doing well and staying safe and staying healthy. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.